Hello, and welcome back to our channel's weekly news update for the week of February 2nd through February 8th. And we're starting with the calendar up in front of things this week because behind it is spoilers for the art stream that happens this week. So we're not going to show the normal channel logo floating there like we normally would. Before we get into detail on things, I would like to thank my wonderful supporters, Ko-fi supporters, Candlecorn, Barbara, Saddlebag, and Distratos. Man, those names are hard to read when they're in front of the channel banner. Or the calendar, I mean, instead of the channel banner. I might have to darken up the background on that, the transparent background on it a little bit, honestly. But yes, thank you to Candlecorn, Barbara, Saddlebag, and Distratos. All of you help the channel to stay afloat, and, you know, it's very much appreciated. By the time that this is going up, there will be new votes for the Ko-fi supporters to pick what I play after Prey, so go check that out. There's also a number of votes influencing another brand new series that has hit the channel, which if you follow on Discord and Twitch you'll already know about, but I'm gonna be a little cheeky and dance around mentioning here, even though there's also I'll just fucking mention it. Hero Infinite. Hero Infinite has returned. I'll talk more about that on the episode in which the first video of it goes up, but it is a tabletop campaign, and if you support me on Ko-fi, you can partake in a series of votes that right now that will directly influence the future of that campaign. And higher tier Ko-fi supporters can even do a little bit more than that, being able to influence. So lower tier and just basic donators can partake in votes, but higher tier people could affect the series to a greater degree. I want this to very much be a series that my Ko-fi supporters can directly have an influence on. And it's just a thing I'm very much looking forward to doing. And in general, I'm going to start trying to increase the amount of friend content on the channel. Like, I want to bring back Gary's Mod, I want to bring back Lethal Company. That tabletop campaign is going to have a huge amount of my friends. You know, all that. And in the vein of friend stuff, if you're on the Discord, you may have seen that there is a new member of the Gas Network Discord, Mizu. Mizu is a friend of a friend who I got talking with, and really is a friend themselves now. Who streams has it. I can use words. They're a VTuber. They're very funny and sweet. I've been interacting with them a good bit and watched a little bit of their content, and they're cool. You should go and check them out. It's another regularly streaming person. Right now, I believe they're streaming, what games are they streaming right now? Because you can see all the games I'm streaming. They are currently in the swing of streaming, I know Big Kitty Little City is one of the games. Yeah, there we go. They stream Final Fantasy Online, Pal World, Little Cat Big City, and Once Human are the games that they're currently streaming on their Twitch regularly. So, you know, go check out their content. Support my friends. And again, Ko-fi supporters, go ahead and you can vote on what game I'll play after Prey. And Discord people, it's worth noting that this week we'll see the end of Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is finally being beat after more than 400 episodes of content. And with that, starting next week, Death Stranding is going to slide over, because Death Stranding was also a Discord supporter series, but a while ago I had let all of you vote on the Discord whether you wanted me to do daily episodes of Zelda, Fallout, or Death Stranding, and Zelda won that vote. So now that Zelda's done, Death Stranding is going to slide into the Zelda slot, and that means that starting next week, the channel schedule will finally look the way that I started wanting it to look half a year ago. It took half a year to adapt to the new upload schedule that I was like, I'm going to do this new upload schedule because it'll help give me more free time and facilitate me spending time with friends. And it took half a year to get the channel here. But that's why I'm saying that I will be bringing about more friend content, bringing back Gary's Mod and all of that, and Halo Legendary Run. Me and Atomic Squid are trying to get going again, but just the Master Chief Collection is not working with us. We cannot get our games to link up. So if you think you have solutions to that, you know, if you think you can help, head over to the Discord and maybe you can help us troubleshoot it. But we've even been talking with members of a Halo Discord we're on, and they're just like, yeah, we don't fucking know. That just happens sometimes. Yeah, a lot is going to be happening with the channel in the next couple weeks, and the end of Zelda is just the start of that. Which, man, I'll reflect more on the end of Zelda later on in this news update. For now, let's quickly go through this week's videos. As always, assume a video is going to be between 20 to 30 minutes, unless I say otherwise. And let's start to hop right into things. So, we have Prey episodes every day of the week. We have Death Stranding episodes on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, with follow episodes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And we have Zelda episodes every day except for Saturday, where it's actually going to be a art stream to celebrate the finale of the Zelda series. And then we have Borderlands on Thursday and Shadow Space on Friday. Jam-packed content coming out for all of you. So, let's get into things. Starting off on February 2nd, Sunday, we have episode 31 of Prey, William Mitchell, where we meet William Mitchell. We then have an extra long episode of Death Stranding, the 32-minute episode 192, Miscalculations, where I make some mistakes. Mistakes are made. And then after that, we cap off that day with an extra long episode of Tears of the Kingdom. Episode 423, clocking in at 33 minutes, is Frog Hunter, where we go and try and hunt down the remaining of the Bloople frogs as we inch ever closer into the end of the series. Now, I didn't realize at the time, but we're in the last 6 episodes, and that's one of them. Then moving on to Monday, February 3rd, we have an extra long episode of Prey, the 46-minute long episode 32, Crew Quarters, where we explore the crew quarters. After that, we have episode 110 of Fallout New Vegas, All Downhill From Here, where we go downhill. And then we have episode 424 of Tears of the Kingdom, Weaponsmith, where... Oh, sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze for a second there. Yeah, Weaponsmith, where I don't remember exactly what I do in that episode, honestly. A lot of these were recorded some time ago, because I've started to build up my backlog again. Moving on to Tuesday the 4th, we have an extra long episode of Prey, the 37-minute episode 33, Typhon Killer, where we kick ass. After that, we have another, got a lot of extra long videos this week. This week's just going to be lots of content for all of you. We have an extra long episode of Death Stranding, episode 193, the 54-minute Hartman, where we meet Hartman, a very interesting character. And then we cap off that day with episode 425 of Tears of the Kingdom, Back Up Death Mountain One Last Time, where we make our final visit to Death Mountain. Moving on to Wednesday, February 5th, we're going to have episode 34 of Prey, the extra long, 32-minute long, Fatal Fortress, which, that episode is one of those that gets my brain churning in some ways, and I talk about it in the episode. But, and I have some very, I'm just going to go ahead and mention it here. One of the things I talk about in the episode is that Prey was actually the game that inspired me to want to make my own tabletop system. Which, that game's almost a decade old, so I've been working on this system for almost a decade, which is crazy to think about. And I've been DMing for about 20 years, so about half the time I've been DMing, I've been trying to make my own system. That is what Shadow Space and Hero Infinite is played in. So, some cool trivia right there. Prey really is a game that plays an important role in my life, I'd say, with that. It is the game that inspired me to want to make my own tabletop game. But anyway, after that we have episode 111 of Fallout New Vegas, H&H Tools, where we explore in the H&H Tools facility, a abandoned factory that was clearly built by Kevin McAllister, which you will understand when you see that episode. And then we have an extra long episode of Tears of the Kingdom to cap off the day. The episode 426, the 33-minute episode 426, finishing off side quests, where we go around and finishing off the last few side quests that I really care to get out of the way. Then, moving on to February 6th, Thursday, we have episode 35 of Prey. Now that's what I call entertainment, which, man, we are in a very good string of Prey episodes. Prey in general. Whole game is amazing. Whole playthrough's awesome. This week has a very good string of episodes where I think it's just good, fun Prey content. And now that's what I call entertainment, I think is a good example of it. After that, we have an extra long episode of Death Stranding. So much extra length content this week. Episode 194, clocking in at 42 minutes, inventory management. Which really is just what you can call the entire Death Stranding playthrough, but anyway. After that, we have an extra long episode of Tears of the Kingdom, the 44-minute episode 427, finishing the Frog Hunt, where we finish off our Bloople Frog Hunt. And then we cap off that day with episode 19 of Borderlands with Dual Czar, Skagzilla, where we hunt and kill Skagzilla. I guess that'd be Skag Lizard, though. Oh, I know. Yeah, that would mean Skag Lizard. That's what Skagzilla would mean. But then we move on to Friday, February 7th, with another extra length episode. In fact, every episode on February 7th is extra length. We start off with the 30-minute episode 36 of Prey, Bad Romance, where we see some very sad plots play out. We then have the 31-minute episode 112 of Fallout New Vegas, NCR Deserters, where we deal with some NCR deserters. And then we have the hour and 20-minute finale of Tears of the Kingdom, episode 428. And man, oh man, we'll talk about that more in a moment, but the finale of Tears of the Kingdom, the longest playthrough on the channel, hitting its conclusion finally. I wonder if we'll ever have a playthrough that beats it. You know, I'll be honest, the right Bethesda game could be the one. If we're ever gonna have something beat it, it's gonna be like a Bethesda or maybe fucking Witcher. But after that, we then have episode 17 of Shadow Space, clocking in at 2 hours and 53 minutes. We have episode 2 Shadow Space, or 17 of Shadow Space, New Austin, where with the group divided once again, half the group makes their way to the small city, relatively small compared to the other metropolises they've been in, of New Austin, and begin to get introduced to some goings-ons there. Then, moving on to February 8th, we cap off the week with a good stack of content. We have another extra long episode of Prey, the 36-minute episode 37, Deep Storage. That is then followed up by a almost extra length New Vegas episode, the 39-minute 15-second episode 113, Vault 34, where we explore Vault 34. And then we have, again, the almost extra length episode 195 of Death Stranding, clocking at 29.5 minutes, heading back out, where we, begin to journey out across the wasteland again. And then we cap off the week with a 54-minute art stream for Tears of the Kingdom, where we commemorate that playthrough with, making another piece of sprite art. And man, just like, Tears of the Kingdom is an absolutely astounding game. Just unbelievably good. And the fact that the playthrough of it is done is, I almost can't believe. Because just like, it's been the longest playthrough on my channel. It's been I think almost a 2-year run I was doing that. 3 years if we fold in Breath of the Wild as well. These 2 Zelda games have been a majority of my channel's lifespan. We're really closing a chapter of the channel with this. And not just because the end of it means that the channel is now entering the state I've wanted it in for half a year, but like... Breath of the Wild carried us through a period of computer issues where I was only able to stream Switch games in the form of Breath of the Wild and Paper Mario. Tears of the Kingdom was the direct follow-up to it, picking up where it left off. And like... so much in my life has changed during the run of Tears of the Kingdom. In a lot of ways, I'm hoping things are going to continue to get better. It's just been a lot, and it's been astounding. And I really hope you all have enjoyed the playthrough, and those who haven't watched it, maybe I'll go back and check it out now that it's done. But yeah, just... almost hard to believe that it's done now. But you know, here's to future adventures. Remember that Death Stranding is gonna slide into the Discord slot because this was back in the day. You know, these 2 playthroughs began back when I had 2 games picked by the Discord crew, not just 1. And so, it was Death Stranding and Tears of the Kingdom, but now Tears of the Kingdom is done, and we're going to slide Death Stranding in, try and beat it, which we're actually, I think, closer to the end of Death Stranding than not. So, be sure to head over to the Discord and start voting on what you want to see, which I should mention. There's a bunch of new things on the Discord vote. Duh. I forgot to mention that. When Mizu joined, them and a bunch of their followers spammed me with a bunch of new suggestions. So, here is some of the new stuff. Some of these I think might have been added last week and I just forgot to mention them. Maybe I did mention them, I don't know. So I'm just gonna start with everything dating as far back as January 14th, honestly. So this is just a small sampling of what is a large collection of different content that people can vote for. There is Tears of the Kingdom 1 Life, Prey Typhon Powers only, Prey Melee only, Prey No Neuromods, Prey 1 Life, Prey New Game Plus, Prey Kill Everything, Prey Pacifist Run, Planet Zoo, Halo 3 ODST, which I really thought I had already had on the vote, but I didn't. Starfield, Avowed, Escape Academy, Mini Thief, Behind the Frame, the Final Scenery, Prey Randomizer, Fallout New Vegas Randomizer, Death Stranding No Vehicles, No Roads Run, Little Kitty Big City, Pico Park, My Summer Car, Shovel Knight, Once Human, Ace Combat 7, Blasphemous, Bloodstained, Castle Crashers, Crab Champions, Dark and Darker, For the King, Pale World, Onimisha, Pacific Drive, Project Wingman, Rogue Legacy 2, Solesta Crown of the Magister, Baldur's Gate 3, Unepic, V Rising, Final Fantasy Online, and Genital Jousting. These are just the newest additions to what is a large selection of votes, which it would take me probably another 10 to 20 minutes to read through everything. Although I will say the current lead for what will be played after Death Stranding is Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door with only 8 votes. And in second place is Super Hot with 7, and then there's several games tying for third with 6 votes. You can get a bit more of a detailed breakdown of that if you look at the Ko-fi news update, which will be linked on the Discord, and you can find links to my Ko-fi down below, so pop over there and check that out. Ko-fi's whole UI, though, I think is a little bit un-user-friendly, so generally you'll be able to find the most up-to-date information in terms of news updates and what votes and polls are currently going on in the Discord's news chat, as well as updates on all my upcoming streams. But yeah, I hope you've all been enjoying this, or you know, all the content. I hope you've all enjoyed the Tears of the Kingdom playthrough. I hope you've been enjoying everything I've been recording and are looking forward to everything to come. And I'll see all of you in the next news update. Love you all very much, and Ta-ta for now.